We're arriving at Puerto Alegre, Happy Port, which is about halfway along our trip up the river. So it's a nice location in the middle of the jungle. We've got the river slowly passing by. You can fish just off the side of the restaurant here. A few butterflies flying around. And if you feel like it, there's a 32-inch flat screen TV. So onwards after lunch, further up the river. At one stage I saw a large group of kites flying around, the bird group kites that is, which are like hawks but kind of a lighter frame. Couldn't identify their exact species because they were quite high up. Occasionally along the side of the river there were streams which flowed in, which had tea-coloured water, so you could see the mixing of the kind of cloudy, muddy water of the main river with the side streams. Looks pretty like when you add milk to a cup of coffee or tea. Those large trees, like the one you see in front of us, are where macaws like to gather. You can usually hear them if they're in the trees, but I was keeping an eye out to try and spot some. Unfortunately, none on this occasion. So we've got to the lakes area. To the right there, the river continues. It's the milky brown coloured water, and then to the left there's a black tea coloured water coming from one of the lakes. Just where these waters mix is a great spot to look for dolphins, so that's what we're doing. We do a circle around and see if we can spot any. There are two types of dolphins that you can see in the Amazon. There's the famous pink dolphins, which usually pink, but they can also be grey, and they get pretty big. They get longer than a human. And then there's the grey dolphins, which are almost always grey, but they're sometimes pink, and occasionally they're grey with a pink belly. And they're pretty small. They only get to be about 1.5 meters long. Because the camera doesn't have a zoom, I'll do a zoom where it'll lose the resolution, but at least you'll be able to see what's popping out of the water there. I'll maybe put it in slow motion too, so that you can get a good look at what type of dolphins these ones were. So these are grey dolphins. You can see a couple in the distance there, and there's another 4 just in front of us. The grey dolphins tend to like these bigger bodies of water, like this river. The pink dolphins also come to these places, but during the wet season, as it is now, they'll also go up into the flooded forest and the more isolated areas.